Abstract is a layer 2 for Ethereum, and if you go on their website, you need Ethereum in order to do anything. They don't have their own coin yet. One of the things that you can do is interact with all the apps and games and everything else Abstract has to offer in order to get XP points. Now, while exact airdrop mechanics may evolve over time, the correlation between the XP gained and the airdrop rewards is clear. Users with higher XP are positioned to receive more tokens once the Abstract token launches. Before we dive in, we have a resident Ponzi game on Abstract called Bigcoin, and I mentioned it in my last video, so not Bitcoin, but Bigcoin. Currently sitting at $4.22, down from an all-time high of almost 20 bucks. We do a little bit of math with the inspector here. I am mining 25.332 Bitcoin per day times the current price is about $107 per day. So who says that you can't make $100 per day on crypto games? Now, I have invested quite a bit in this game. I have made my money back already. I don't suggest that you just jump into it now and pay for the miners, because that's not exactly how it works. For these kinds of games, you need to be there early. But since this game is on the Abstract Discover page, you do earn XP for interacting with it, and it's not the only game. There's many more that I want to mention in today's video. My name is the Inspector. Welcome back to the Mind Blow Show, and let's farm some Abstract XP. Let's position ourselves good for the Abstract airdrop. This is an ecosystem that I'm thoroughly enjoying. Stumbled across it because of Bigcoin, because of this Ponzi-like game. Whether this game ends up being a full Ponzi rug pull or not remains to be seen. So we know about Bigcoin already. What else is there? Well, how could I not mention Cambria? Cambria is one of the games that's on Abstract. It's on Ronin as well, but it is also on Abstract. And if you play Cambria with your Abstract wallet, you will get Abstract XP. Now, we do have the tokenized 360 guild here set up, and we have people grinding not just Cambria, but many other games. There's a game called Demons or Diamonds. Now, albeit this game is not an Abstract, I just wanted to mention it very briefly because this is a mobile game and you have one more day to position yourselves in the leaderboards, but you can also join with my link. It's going to be in the description down below. If our clan is in the top 3, we will share a pretty big prize pool. We will share like 0.1% of the whole supply of the token, which could be quite significant. It could go from $5 all the way to $50,000 just for that share, and we'll share it among ourselves in the clan. But anyway, that's besides the point. This is not an Abstract game. This is a game on Ancient 8, another blockchain that we may talk about at some point in the future. The main point here is the tokenized 360 guild on Discord. Many earning opportunities right there. You're gonna want to join. It is completely free to join. We have scholarships, we have gaming news, we have all the alpha. Link is in the description. Let's see what the boys are up to in Cambria. Yo, yo.
Yo.
Say hi to the video.
Yo.
Beautiful morning.
Hi.
Yo. Yes, sir.
So if you haven't checked out Cambria yet, I strongly recommend you do so. There's already a 948,000 prize pool, and it keeps going up because this is the prize pool from the money that people actually spend inside of the game, and this one will be distributed with the silver. So how much silver you hold at the end of the season, you will share 90% of this prize pool. So 1 million silver coins, how much that's going to be in dollar value? Probably around $100. Could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less, but that's kind of what we're thinking right now. $100 per 1 million silver, that'd be pretty sweet. That would mean the guild's gonna make their money back. It will mean that everybody's gonna earn. But anyway, here I am in the game. I logged in with my Abstract wallet, as you can see, and so I am farming Abstract XP also just for playing Cambria. Oh, we have some 360 tokenized 360 members right here inside of the game. All right, hello Twizmaster, how's it going, man? And with that being said, one other game that I have featured, I think only once since I have opened this channel. It's called Captain and Company. They used to be on a different blockchain. I'm not sure which one they used before, but right now they're building on Abstract, and they also are featured in the Abstract XP. If we go here to gaming, we got a bunch of games. We got so many games here, and we also got Captain and Company. There it is. It's fully free to play on your browser, a pirate roguelite MMORPG, and I did feature this game in a pirate-themed crypto games video. We have quite a few pirate-themed games. This one is mostly similar to Sea of Thieves. If you've ever played the Web 2 game Sea of Thieves, that's the one that's most similar to this one. And we got some gameplay here from our buddy DeFi Zoo Racer. Shout out to DeFi Zoo Racer for this high stakes, high intensity gameplay. So the way it's similar to Sea of Thieves is you're running around your ship and you got to do everything manually. If your teammate is shooting a cannon at an opposing ship, you need to run back up the hull. You need to take the cannons and put them inside, the cannonballs, and put them inside of the cannon so that your teammates might continue shooting. The whole concept of this kind of high stakes, high intensity gameplay, if you haven't played Sea of Thieves, it is extremely fun. It is so much fun to play with friends. Not quite as fun to play alone as many of these multiplayer games, but it is definitely a very good game to play with your friends. If you don't have any friends, feel free to join us on our Discord guild, Tokenized360. We have a lot of friends for you over there. Everybody's a crypto gamer. Everybody wants to help out. Everybody wants to make friends. So that's another game I could recommend playing in order to farm some XP. Now, to quickly brush through a couple more games on the abstract you can play, and then I will show you some of the other ways you can get XP that are not necessarily gaming related. If anybody's interested, that's going to come after this rapid fire game review, or whatever we're going to call this. We got On-Chain Heroes, one of those actual play to earn games. This is an RPG for degens made on Abstract, of course, where you can farm Abstract XP. This is not a free-to-play game. This is a game where you need to buy an NFT and let it go on adventures, and in return, it's going to make you money. It is very similar to another game that I'm not going to call a Ponzi anymore, but it's fun, man. I mean, Bigcoin, that game brought fun back for me. I know that this is not sustainable in the long term, and I didn't care. I had so much fun with it. And when I make these videos, I have to let you know, this is not something that's going to keep going forever. This is not something that's going to keep going, maybe not even for a month. That's just my warning towards you. Of course, it's your money and you can do whatever you want with it. I'm not telling you to invest or to not invest or whatever to do. I'm just telling you that you should farm some of this abstract XP by playing these games that are for free. But then we also have these Ponzi-like games on abstract, so just be a little bit careful. If the entry is a little bit too high and you get your money back a little bit too fast, be a little bit careful there. And as far as On-Chain Heroes, that's as far as the gameplay goes. This is the gameplay. Your NFTs are doing the work for you, and you're not really doing much. But of course, had to be mentioned as one of the flagship abstract Ponzi's. Next up on the list, we got Gigaverse. Now, this is an actual good game. This is an on-chain RPG where you get a certain amount of energy once you start playing the game. You use that energy in order to play, in order to farm abstract XP, and in order to farm in-game points as well. So this is powered by the Proof of Play blockchain, which is sort of layer 3. And if you've ever played Pirate Nation, that's who built Proof of Play. So Proof of Play is very good. But apart from Proof of Play, the game is also live on Abstract. As you can see, if we go over to our XP screen, Gigaverse is actually one of the premier games here that they really feature. But Gigaverse is an actual cool game that if you like those 2D top-down perspective, Abstract's definitely got you covered. They have a lot of those, and Gigaverse is one of them. You may enjoy it, you can play it, earn some XP. Next, we have 77-Bit. They just finished their playtest. It was a huge success. They're gonna pay out airdrops. A lot of people have enjoyed playing 77-Bit. And honestly, with good reason. If we're checking out here the trailer that they made for this playtest, it's so good. Like, look at the production value. They made a little anime trailer. But as far as the gameplay, it's actually 2D as well. Well, sort of a 2D, 3D mix, but it is top-down perspective. So this is a cyberpunk MMORPG that you play on your browser. The gameplay is definitely very satisfying. Like, I would prefer gameplay like this to something like Cambria. That's just me personally, and just talking from a pure gameplay perspective. So which game is better? Well, since we're here in crypto, whatever game is gonna pay more, whatever game is gonna have a better economy. The economy is the added factor of fun, and the in-game economy makes all the games so much better that the gameplay is not even the most important thing. It definitely is not, at least not for me personally. Next up in the rapid fire reviews, we have Roach Racing. It's exactly what you think it is. And if we go to the spotlighted apps, we have Roach Racing right here. So it's one of the spotlighted apps. We have 3 games here in the spotlighted apps, and Roach Racing is one of them. So it is pretty much what you would expect. You're a roach and you're racing other roaches. It is a gamified trading competition more than anything. Look at this roach go, it's so fast. And Roach Racing is like Subway Surfer for crypto degens. At least that is what Faded says. The in-game consumables, upgrades and power-ups, and the leaderboard, all of it is on-chain with a zero-layer technology, so that is pretty cool. And it's just an additional way to get some abstract XP. For a little bit more degen ways to make abstract XP, we got a gacha app right here. If you don't know what gacha is, it's like a scratch card. I need to pay $5. Let's just pay for one, just to show you how it works. I'm gonna pay for one with $5. I'm not logged in. Let me log in first. So you log in with your abstract wallet just in case, because you want to earn abstract XP. I'm gonna pay $5 for this gacha card. So it's definitely a form of gambling, I would say, this gacha thing. Before trying out this abstract gacha, I have never played any gacha anywhere, so I didn't know what it was, but it's basically like one of those scratcher cards you would buy in real life. You pay $5 for a scratcher card, you're probably gonna get $5 back, sometimes 4, sometimes 6, sometimes 0, and sometimes you hit the jackpot. So that's where the gambling part comes in, because it's very much luck-based. All right, Abstract is not letting me do this right now for whatever reason. I guess no gambling for us. Even better. We're gonna skip this one. Multiplier.fun is another app we can use. This is something I have not played before. It does say that it's gaming related, so let's see. I wanted to play their beta, but there were too many people trying to join, so I do have to pay a little fee here. I guess it's just a little gas fee. Let's pay that. So this is an app that's on the spotlighted app section. I don't think it's gonna drain my wallet. I hope not, because I need those funds to pay for the guild in Cambria. Oh man, they want more money. No, they want more money. This is another gambling app. No, I didn't sign up for this. Well, anyway, we can win $8. Let's see, how much do I have to spend? I just spent something. I didn't even know how much I spent right here. Whoa, and I won them $8. Oh. All right, we got to stop this. I can see how this is gonna get addictive. Okay, so I spent $4 and I earned 8. Maybe one more. Let's try one more. Okay, never mind. Time to stop. But I did earn XP. Give me back the $15 in ETH that I spent. I guess all of them were games. But one more thing I wanted to check out here on Abstract and to show you is if you go to the streamer section, you can watch any stream, and we have one person, Shakes, from the Tokenized 360 Guild, streaming Cambria here almost every day. And you can pick any stream. Let's pick a random stream right here. Find a funny moment and clip it. You can click on create a clip, and we have created a clip. This clip I can then post to Twitter. I can post it to Instagram. I can post it to YouTube, anywhere you want, to TikTok. It gets a certain amount of views. Every 1,000 views, you're gonna get paid $10 all the way up to $250 if you submit that video to WAP. WAP.com. That is their name, WHOP. You would submit your video to their site after you have received your views. And basically, 10,000 views is $100. 20,000 views is $200. All the way up to $250. That's how it works. I think it's a great way to start making some content, and you can clip other people's streams, so it's not like you have to make the content yourself. But if you are into user-generated content yourself, you can do that as well. The WAP app also has user-generated content section, and that's it. I think I said everything I wanted to say. All right. If you have any questions, I'll be in the Tokenized 360 Guild over on Discord. You can join for completely free. I'll see you next time. Subscribe. I'm leaving.